The morning after, I was laying back with my coffee, just thinking about what happened yesterday with this, what they call themselves, freedom fighters, or freedom, anyway, they want to, the bottom line is just like the, that native girl at Officer Square. She didn't want to be called a protester, or just wanted to educate the public. So let's call it, just say, the group of people in Miramichi that wants to educate the public on what's going on, and you know, you wear a mask, shouldn't wear a mask, the vaccine, shouldn't have the vaccine, rotating workers, it just goes on, the healthcare, the mental health, everything is all a mess. But what I found interesting, I went there yesterday, and of course it's pretty hard to wear a mask when you're drinking a coffee, but I had the mask here, and just looking around, knew a person and didn't know too many. Started a conversation with a French woman that was there, and she had a rosary on hand. We had a good conversation. Anyway, so then the organizer arrived, and I talked to her over Facebook, and we started chatting. We had a good chat. Smart woman. And she's telling me about her episode at a superstore, the mask, and blah blah blah. But what was funny is a woman showed up, and she said, "Excuse me, sir, you're a bad influence. You got your mask under your chin. Could you please remove it or go across the street?" Me, a bad influence? Oh my God! There's the scoop of the day, huh? Charles Obla, a bad influence. So anyway, so I look at her. I say, "Oh, I'm sorry." And before, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I didn't have my coffee. I was telling the organizer to get ready, because this rally is good. It's on every Sunday between 1 and 3. It's going to attract a lot of people with their own agenda. To be very, very careful, because I sort of compare it to the Core Party. Remember the Core Party? They elected 6 MLA. They were very anti-French. And if you have a bunch of bigots that has a single-minded attitude that they don't want a certain culture to be part of this province, if you got that in the same room like this, the infighting is going to start. And that's where the Core Party was totally, they self-destructed. Peter Bonehead, remember that? Oh, that was funny. The good old days. Focus, Charles. So after I told her there's people with different mentality or own agenda going to arrive there, this woman came, and she was always coming around and listening, never said a word, just listening, and took off. Then she comes and say, "Excuse me, sir, you got your mask around your chin. Either you remove it or go across the street. You're a bad influence." Right in front of the organizer. So this was one of the person I was talking about. I look at her, I said, "Oh, I'm very sorry. I apologize." So I went like this. Anyway, so then I said to myself, okay, what's going to happen now? So she left, and I looked at the organizer. I said, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So, and it was good. It was good. It was, like I said, it attracts different people, different views, different agenda. So, and I told the organizer, getting some tips. When you, everybody has a story. And to get the people, these people all have ADHD. I mean, they're full of energy, and they will fight, you know, for what they believe in. Which, anyway, I know, I diagnose everybody with ADHD. If you find out the definition of normal, let me know. Anyway, focus drills. Yeah, they should just make the speech about maybe 5 minutes or less. Next, 5 minutes or less, or maybe shorter. And, you know, but like I said, it was interesting. Time flew. Just go by listening to different people's views. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I told them my concern about the justice system. You don't have the right to show up in court for your day in court. You don't have that no more. They could put you in a jail cell for about a year. And it's just like China. You just disappear in the system, and there's no Irving employee that's in the courtroom to tell the public what's going on. We don't know. So they just disappear, and they could die and nobody will know. No, that changed now. They have to tell people that if a person dies and have an inquest. That's because of me. Anyway, so it was good. So like I said, all they got to do is get ready, because it's going to be a long summer, hot, and people are cranky and people want answers. But the bottom line, wear your mask, get your vaccine.